Hello, my name is John Stadler, and welcome back. This is my series on the patient perspective on vasculitis. This week, I would like to share with you, now that you either suspect you have or know that you have vasculitis, what are the next steps? Some of the most important steps are early diagnosis. How does that happen? Oftentimes, that will happen through your primary care physician. You may present to your primary care physician with various symptoms, and in my case, I have MPA, I had heavy sinus problems, along with back-to-back pneumonia. My primary care said, gee, that's not normal, and I had acute pain with pneumonia. So she ran an ESR, a GFR, some additional tests, and found that they were highly elevated. As an outcome, I was referred to rheumatology, which is not uncommon, or you might be referred to a nephrologist, depending on your locale and how they treat and approach vasculitis. Either one are very capable individuals. A rheumatologist is considered a quarterback. And why I say that is that they really focus on use the person in totality. They treat vasculitis with various drugs like Rituxan, prednisone, and prednisone is an often the first go-to drug for calming down the immune system, and then more targeted drugs like Rituxan and others, depending on which version of vasculitis you have. However, the rheumatologist will refer you to other physicians for additional care and evaluation. It could be ENT, pulmonary, cardiology, nephrology, and others. So oftentimes you'll see many disciplined doctors that will focus on other parts of your body. Remember, vasculitis is an inflammation of blood cells, and as a consequence, you do end up with organ damage as a result if it's not treated early. So it's very important to have the disease diagnosed and treated as early as possible. It may go on for a while without clarity, but once you're into the treatment regimen, you may start to feel better rather quickly. It is important to realize that there is hope. And by that, I mean we can live a full and complete life, even though we do have vasculitis, as long as we continue to be treated. And oftentimes the treatment regimen goes on for 4 or 5 years and then starts to diminish or back off some so that we're not as immune suppressed as we were when we were initially diagnosed. The good news is we live in a marvelous time, a time when doctors have many drugs available to them to treat the various vasculitides. And for that, we're very fortunate. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, Dr. Fauci was key in pioneering the discovery of the initial treatment regimens for vasculitis. As I said last week, I also have a vasculitis support call on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock Central Time. Anyone with any type of vasculitis is welcome to join. In these calls, you get an opportunity to share, update people, ask questions, and understand how the disease is managed and what works for other people and maybe what doesn't work. The calls are not there to give advice. They're not there to give medical advice, but they are there to create a community of vasculitis patients who can support each other and receive support in exchange for that. So you'll find the information below in my description for early diagnosis and treatment, and you will also find my information on how to register for a support call. I want to thank you for joining this week, and next week I'll be back with you with some more information. Thank you, and have a marvelous day.